From the point of view of what sort of people do we need to come and give us scientific advice, it's a diverse pool that we ought to be we ought to be drawing from. So that would certainly include academics, but I would add into that people who are in careers in industry. I think there's a pool of expertise in finance that would be very interesting for us to draw on to, and actually our own scientists and engineers who are currently working in government laboratories. I would love for more of those people to give up their lovely lab bench and come here to Whitehall and help with the decision making. I think that diversity of background will be an important part of helping build a scientific civil service. I think the civil service needs, as well as the fabulous fast streamers that we get in who are scientists, I think we need lots of people coming in who've done, say, 10 years or 20 years of being a scientist, and I mean anywhere, whether that's in academia or in industry or actually also in our own government labs. I think we need lots more of those people to come here to the central government and help us with our decision making. My advice would be jump in. Please come and help us. We need help. We need help from all sorts of people. I think perhaps the main thing I would say is don't sit there and think, oh yes, but this very particular piece of chemistry that I know about isn't what they need. Because what we need from you is your scientific mindset. What we need is people who will come in and say things like, that experiment you've designed there, it's got no replicates. You're not going to be able to interpret the outcome because you won't know what was just chance variation and what was systematic variation. But lots and lots of the expertise that we ask across our science advisors is your scientific mindset, the way, scientists are just sort of completely used to telling it the way it is, right? And that's very, very useful to us. Sometimes it's painful, having extremely expert, articulate people come in and tell you how you're getting it wrong. It can lead to a sad day, but it leads to better government. And that's what we need people to do.
First of all, there's direct employment within government. So governments are increasingly appointing scientists within their own organisations, and I think that's great. It's really good to have government with lots of different scientific disciplines represented within that. But for people working out with government, it's very important then that they attach themselves to policy groups where they have a particular interest. And there's lots of different conferences and events that are run by government, or indeed where government will participate. The Royal Society of Chemistry being a really good example. Some fantastic conferences held here in our Parliament. And scientists then can interact not just with the scientific community, but with some of the ministers in Scotland, our MSPs, and also the policymakers that are really interested in making those connections between scientists at all levels of their career and government.